crossroads, not a line, where the natural course of the river crisscrosses our thoughts. And the railway line cuts through the past and the fields. As the earth bends light beams at sunset into gold. We too can sway, like the branches of the willow breathing music into a north wind.
This Golden Way is known locally as the Line. It was formerly a section of the Cavan-Leitrim railway line. It ran from 1887 to 1959. I could say that I was part of railway history in that I vaguely remember a journey on the line as a very young child when I went to Ballyconnell on probably one of the train's last visits. The heritage of the railway is preserved along the Golden Way to varying degrees in the original Bournemouth Road Station House, the Good Shed and the Killamurity Level Crossing Gatehouse. It was converted into a road in the early 60s. A few surviving iron gates are also reminders of the line's influence on the landscape in the past. The general history of the Cavan-Leitrim line is well documented in print, in photographs and on film.
Our beautiful walk alongside Templeport Lake Sanctuary is very peaceful, where one can get lost in their thoughts and mind. It's a walk made for one's soul, and one can amble slowly along, listening to the sounds of nature.
I'm Jackie O'Neill and I am working on a very exciting project called the Golden Way in collaboration with Cavan Heritage and Heather Brett, the poet, and the local people of 7, possibly 12 different walkways around County Cavan. So the Heritage Officer, Anne-Marie Ward, approached me to make artwork in response to the stories of these walkways. And we've been carrying out workshops with the local people. From these workshops, they've produced some beautiful poetry. Alongside that poetry, I've walked with the people of the community, and from that we are creating a piece unique to each walkway. What was interesting about this project specifically, working with poetry. So working alongside Heather Brett and Heather Brothwell, the ecologist, the three of us together are creating something new between words and ecology and art. It's responding to the narrative of the people, and it's the people of the community themselves that have created this poetry. So it really is something very unique. The heritage of each walkway is so rich, and the depth of memories in each walk, I feel that has come through in the artwork. Knowing the stories behind a walkway gives the walkway so much more depth. These are stories that we want to pass on to the younger generation, so that it connects young people to the history of the land and to nature itself. So I digitally make different collages that I feel tell the story, and once I've got that collage done, then I go about making the artwork in watercolour and pen drawings. We've got the old train line in here, and then we have our little golden man in here, and golden figures are going to feature in every piece because they signify the depth of history of the place. We have our willow tree in there as well, and the water rail bird, which it can be seen St. Peter's Church, which you can see from the walkway, and that's it, yeah.
Hi, I'm Isabel Duggan-Rofe. I'm chairperson of Templeport Development Association, and this is our Golden Way. In 2016 that won an award for being one of the best Golden Ways in County Cavan. It's walked constantly. You've got the lake, you've Quilca, it's quiet. You don't get too many cars, which is an absolute bonus. We are situated in the heart of Marble Arch Cave's UNESCO Global Geopark. In the centre of Templeport Lake, one can see the picturesque and mystical St. Mogue's Island. St. Mogue, or St. Aidan, was born on the island about 555. There has been a church on this island since the 6th century, and it's unusual that it's a burial ground still in use. This walk has a rich tapestry of history. You can see the spire of St. Peter's Church on this location since the 15th century, from which Templeport got its name, Chempel on Fort.
Hello, my name is Jim Ryan. I'm not a local here in Templeport. I came in, I spent all of my working life in Dublin. And you couldn't get a place that's more different to Dublin. What really fills you is all the different senses. It's middle of July now, so the smell of the meadowsweet is what's particularly pronounced, absolutely lovely in the evenings. You can walk down the Golden Way here now, and there are strawberries, and later on there'll be the blackberries. There's also the wild raspberries. So you have smell and taste. You also have all the sounds of the wildlife. The call of herons, there's swans, there's geese, the native songbirds as well. Beautiful sounds. Whereas this was an industrial site, it was a railway line. The railway's gone, but the wildlife has taken back over again. The Golden Way has been a great asset for me. Being a newcomer to the area, you walk the way and you meet somebody, you might just pass the time of day, or you might stop and have a chat. And for me, it's been a way to integrate into the community. And the Golden Way has really facilitated that in a big way.
Well, I find this walk a very tranquil walk, and there is a sense of timelessness there that occasionally I'd have to walk the dog up the lane, and I often go there a nice moonlight night, and it is very tranquil, peaceful, quiet. I suppose the general topography of it, you have good farmland, you have pure wetland and marsh and bogland, so it is two-way representative of County Cavan as a whole.
All of the Golden Ways have stories, you know. It's not just, you know, about the academics of the natural heritage. They're real, they're in the community, they're living landscapes, they're, you know, people can identify with them, and, you know, they tell a story. During the unprecedented times and lockdown and everything, that was very evident that people did gravitate towards heritage and nature and as a way of escaping, and everybody, you know, embraced that whole idea of their sense of place and their sense of belonging and where we're rooted and everything. What's very important about this project, that it's very much led by the local people. And I think that's what the crux of the thing is, that it actually is their work and it is inspired by what's on their walks. So the idea being that we're going to have a series of panels and a series of this artwork, while there'll be an overall kind of Golden Way theme, each of them will be unique and particular to that Golden Way.
During the last few months, this walk really came into its own, and people really started appreciating what we have. It's got a fantastic history, but it's present, and what it's now offering, it's something special and well worth coming to West Cavan to see it. So